A very, very good afternoon to all of you. Adarniya Ram Madhavji, Jan Sinha ji, I just met him now, and a very privileged Chief Economic Advisor Nageshwaran ji, and all the distinguished guests, the audience, and the press people. Indeed, it's a matter of pleasure to be here today, and I was really impressed by the diversity of the statements that have come out of the Chief Economic Advisor or Mr. Jan Sinha or the Honorable Minister. I think they have covered the economic challenges. They also covered the climate side of it. It's interesting to see that in a country like India, which is as diverse as one could imagine, there is a debate, a healthy debate on some of these issues. So in my presentation today, I am really going to talk to you about some of the economic opportunities that we see from a regional perspective. If you really look at the year 2022, it is a very, very special year. We are celebrating the 75th year of our independence, and the country has made rapid strides in several fields over these 75 years. Whether it is life expectancy, whether it is food security, whether it is education enrollment, living standards, energy access, connectivity, internet access, or financial inclusion, all of these significant progress has been made. There have been several ups and downs, and which are expected in any large nation like India, but overall, you will agree that the country has done well by all means, and we are proud of it. Talking of ups and downs, in the recent times, COVID-19 has impacted all countries and regions, and India was no exception. It has been the singular most disruptive event of our lifetime. It affected lives and livelihoods, relationships, and the ways of thinking. It changed the way we live, communicate, or work. It changed our behavior to life. Present became more important than future. Health and education became more important than roads and railways. Energy, internet access, logistics, and digital finance became the lifeline. So much has changed in the last 2 years that at a policy level, we have seen governments suddenly realizing the importance of investing in health and well-being of people, promoting social protection and insurance, spending more in research and development, and national intra-regional trade becoming more important than global trade. So many old mindsets and beliefs have been broken. To me, this has opened up new opportunities for countries like India. India, after 75 years of its independence, stands at the cusp of making a transition to a fully developed economy which has equity, prosperity, and happiness for all. So today, let me share a few thoughts about how I feel we can get to this foreseeable future. The first and foremost aspect for India is its people. A country with 1.4 billion people, with over 50% young population, offers a huge demographic opportunity. Investing in their well-being, educating them, skilling them, and making them ready for the professions of tomorrow should be the first priority. As many of us are aware that several of the traditional jobs that we know of today are going to be lost in the next 5 to 10 years. By some estimates, this could be as high as 60%, and this includes traditional jobs such as manual work, machine operations, accounting, auditing, medicine, doctors, and so on. But the good news is that as we lose these old jobs, new jobs and occupations are coming up, largely in the areas of digitization, health, education, tourism, logistics, hospitality, and several other service sectors. As incomes and lifespans increase, and one of the things we were talking about is aging, as incomes and lifespans increases, there will be more to spend and consume, creating new occupations. Thus, the immediate need is to position our young generation as well as the existing workforce to this tectonic, technology-driven shift. And this is not simple. And I'm happy to see that how the government of India has undertaken the Skill India program in a big way. This needs to be pursued with renewed zeal, in close collaboration with the industry and services, and linking it with remunerative employability. Technology advancements, diversity, and generational challenges, borderless workplaces, flexible employment models, and extended lifespans are issues that need to be considered in designing the policy and program prescriptions. Creating new jobs and occupations together with skilled workforce, not just sufficient for country's own needs, but also to drive the global growth, given the aging population in several developed countries, offers a huge opportunity for India, and I wish this should be pursued. The second area that I would like to emphasize is spreading development throughout the country and with our immediate neighbors. India is a country of diversity, and so is South Asia. I used to work in Bangladesh just before taking up this assignment, and I can tell you, it is so similar. Regions vary by relative strength from which regional specialization can emerge. Recognizing the region's strength and connecting with other regions for mutual benefit will help establish value chain and production networks that perform value-added activities and compete in the global marketplace. It can attract large employers, open up new opportunities for prosperity, and raise stakes for their participation. The regions become a locus of economic development, with economic authority decentralized to the region and region-to-region relationships fostering regional networks. In today's world, global or regional value chain networks, suppliers and buyers are integral partners. Value chain and production networks weave together different specialized clusters, giving rise to a network of clusters. For seamless trade, multimodal infrastructure, including modern logistics, together with facilitation measures should be taken aligned to international standards. It is like envisioning India as a network of regions, each playing a different role in the value chain and creating a win-win outcome for each other, leading to shared prosperity. India's recently launched Gati Shakti program is a welcome step in this direction. Moving forward, this could be expanded to countries in South Asia. Home to about 25% of the world's population, South Asia happens to be the least integrated region, with intra-regional trade as less than 5% of the total trade. All other regions trade much more amongst themselves. ASEAN leads with more than 50%, Central Asia around 50%, and even Africa is at 25%. We have so much in common in this region: history, culture, food, habits, weather, festivals, and yet we don't trade amongst ourselves. We prefer to trade with faraway places like USA, Europe, Japan, Korea, Latin America, but not amongst ourselves. The shirt that I'm wearing today, I bought it in the United States for $85, and I could buy it in Bangladesh for $5. Isn't that an irony? South Asia was the main trading region before the 18th century, but unfortunately today, our trade within the region and with the world is small, and this needs to change. Wide range of differences in the economic size and structure can enable us to find win-win solutions for the regional members. Potential for increased intra-regional trade in South Asia should be actively sought with economic diversification in each country. Economic regions may be defined by economic resources such as raw materials, industry concentrations, labor markets, and available infrastructure. We can share talent, capital, and technology across regions and national boundaries to drive one another's prosperity. Import substitution and export promotion with quality and cost effectiveness in mind should be pursued at regional level. I have personal experience. I was in Nepal. In Nepal grows a grass called aloe grass, which can make the best cashmere fabric, and it is being sold at 90 Nepalese rupee per kg, which is almost like 50 Indian rupees. And there are no opportunities available. The best hilsa fish comes from Bangladesh. The best mangoes are in India, and yet we are not able to find a market for them. So the key important thing here for us would be to really work together and see how we can have export promotion and import substitution with quality and cost effectiveness. South Asia is large enough to achieve a critical mass of companies, institutions, infrastructure, and talent. With almost a quarter of the world's population living in the region, act regionally and compete globally is the mantra that I will like to propose for the region to prosper. This will provide South Asia with an opportunity to become self-sufficient as well as a new growth engine for the global economy. To shorten and diversify supply chains, companies are already looking for alternative or additional manufacturing places. South Asia, with almost a quarter of the world's population, is an attractive destination which can provide abundant and competitive labor forces. The region itself is also a vast market which is rapidly expanding with the increasing purchasing power of the people. While reshaping supply chains, India and South Asia should seek an opportunity to upgrade its industry profile by attracting high value-added industries. For this, human capital needs to be upgraded by strengthening skills, technical and vocational education training, and higher education. The investments in human capital will not only result in higher wages for the citizens, but also transform the region into an innovation and knowledge-driven economy. The next important area to focus is technology and innovation. Technology is disrupting our lives at a pace that is iconic. Today's theme aptly describes it. Development of COVID vaccine in less than a year reflects the enormous impact technology and innovation can have if we do it right. For a nation to prosper, it needs to invest in technology, fully harness its potential, and adapt to its needs. Growing development challenges, like the one mentioned by Mr. Jayant Sinha, climate change, rapid urbanization, water scarcity, food shortages, fuel crisis, increase in carbon footprint, aging, extreme climatic events and disasters all have or will have their solution in technology and innovation. Several of these technologies, from blockchain to artificial intelligence, robotics, nanotechnology, IoT, 5G, 6G, are already offering exciting solutions that are cost-effective and can be delivered quickly. Many more are expected in the near future. Quantum Internet, which is expected to be soon launched, will enable breakthroughs in energy, medicine, material science, and have profound impact on how we live our lives. From quantum secure communications, enabling unhackable security, ultra-precise clocks, GPS systems, and continent-scale area networks to drive quantum computing are expected to emerge in the next 5 years. AI applications, artificial intelligence applications in education and medicine will help reshape the world. In education, AI will help children enjoy education, learn and what they like, and help ideate, prototype, test, and iterate in a cost-effective way. In the area of medical treatments, delivering precision medicine with better outcomes at affordable costs will become common. Predictive supply chain technologies will help ensure timely supplies, reduce transport and logistics costs. Smart energy technologies such as electric vehicle chargers and heat pumps will promote grid flexibility that can phase out polluting fossil fuel plants, helping in clean energy transition. Therefore, embracing and adapting these technologies early is important. I'm happy to see that India is adopting many of these, for example, green hydrogen, battery storage, EVs, among others. Technology will also be a true leveler. It will bring the best opportunities to the best talent, irrespective of where they live, thereby unlocking the full potential of the technology people. The last point that I wish to make before closing is on inclusion. It is important that this growth story is inclusive. No section of the society, no region of the country should be left behind. To this effect, it is important to provide affirmative actions and encouragement so that all people and regions feel part of the prosperity story. Providing special incentives, including training and financial support, can go a long way in promoting holistic development. Friends, challenges are many, but as we can see, plenty of solutions exist. Therefore, it is important for us to ideate, experiment, apply, and iterate the solutions. Before I close, let me leave you with 4 thoughts. Uberize ideas, Facebookize opportunities, Zerodhize solutions, and Googleize achievements. Let me explain this a bit. Like Uber, promote as many ideas as possible. Create a platform where millions of ideas can flow. Remember the 100+ unicorns that India is currently hoping to produce. This could be in thousands and more. As we have all seen, the best and most practical, cost-effective ideas flow from simple, ordinary people at the ground level. We just have to provide them with a platform. By Facebookize the opportunities, I mean that we must share opportunities in easy-to-access public domain so that anyone sitting in any part of the country can access these opportunities, examine, and offer solutions. In the process, maybe he can also make some money. By zerodizing the solutions, like Zerodha, which has minimal charges for trading, provide a platform for people to offer simple, cost-effective solutions, keeping the transaction costs low. And lastly, by Googleizing the achievements, we share our experiences in public domain so that we can all learn and benefit from each other. Not sure if these 4 thoughts leave you anywhere close to the meta world that is now approaching, where in a virtual space, we will all be experiencing what we are missing in the real life. Just like transition to metaverse is not a technological, but a sociological paradigm shift. Similarly, in the 75th year of India's independence, I earnestly hope India will transition to a role model nation of equity, prosperity, and happiness for all. Thank you very much for inviting me today, and I'm happy to take any questions.
Thank you, Mr. Prakash.